Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Civ 6 Canada. In our last episode, we founded the city of St. John on the opposite coast, and we also bought this galley from these guys, and we've been using it to struggle with bozos over here in this area. So, the Aztecs remain happy and friendly with us. But so far, the other guys, we might be able to get friendly with actually both of them potentially. But for now, we have to worry about these guys. Now, our military strength is 105. Our friends, the Aztecs, is 145, more than us. We are all the way up to 260 with Saladin and 201 with Shaka. So we do aspire to increase our military strength a bit more. That is something that we're going to need to do if we're going to want to be safe in this world. Now, remember, we are doing a more or less peaceful run, so I don't anticipate we're going to be going on any offensive wars. However, we do need to be well prepared for the eventuality of anyone deciding to attack us. So we're going to move him there. Hopefully being in this location will provide him with some cover. I anticipate spreading as much as I can throughout the southern tundra, because as Canada we have cool abilities for that, and we have entered the classical era, and we have discovered iron. Okay, and foreign trade. A lot of things are happening. Alright. Do we want to change any of this? I don't think so, but let's get back to that. First of all, our dedication. What do we have going for us here? We're in a normal age, so is everyone else, except for the Aztecs who are in a gold. It's always perilous to pick Exodus because I don't have a religion yet. We don't know if we're going to be able to form one, but I'm putting a lot of faith, pun intended, into being able to form a religion. Now, the other thing to notice is we do have 2 sources of iron. Each of our first 2 cities have iron. There's also a source down here, which might make the idea of building any preserves down here kind of less likely to happen, we'll say, but not impossible still. We will work on, once we know what this looks like, we'll fully work on what's going on. And this guy did not attack my slinger. I really do not know why he made that decision. So, the question is, are we going to be building any settlers immediately? Or are we going to be going into a second campus? At this stage, or by second campus, I mean a second holy site. At this stage, I really do think, well, I don't know. This holy site's only 1 turn away. I still feel that we can carry our religion in one thing, but what we do need is ancient and classical naval units. I tell you what, we won't adopt it just yet, but we will keep it in mind, right? In the meantime, we can stick with production all around. I think that's fine, and because we're not going to be building settlers or naval units within the next few turns. So, yeah, we're fine there. And, in fact, we might be... production towards builders is a pretty good idea, although we already have a builder coming out. So much to build, so little time. That is the curse of our... Well, it's the curse of these kind of games in general, but especially the curse of our early position. My goodness. There is a lot going on here. We might not even need to go to the New World. We just expand ourselves down here. And I think this city is looking less likely every day. The state workforce has been boosted. That is that one. So that's very, very good. So what we're going to do here is let's do Holy Site prayers. And let's see. Okay, somebody really is going hard, but there's only one, so I don't think we have much to worry about. We're not going to get the first religion, but then again, I did not really expect to get the first religion regardless, so that's going to be fine. Okay, who has a promotion? It's you. You have a promotion. Okay. And there is our barbarian galley that we were talking about before. And it's on the wrong side of the world over here. So that's annoying. It's blocking our way back. But yeah, we're going to keep looking. We're going to keep our eye on the military strength 186, 348. Wherever the Arabs are, they are really heavily armed, and they are friends with somebody. Okay, can we make open borders? I'll pay a little bit to get open borders with you. That might warm your hearts towards us. Basically, the closer that somebody is to us, the higher priority it is for us to have a good relationship with them. And I'm very happy that I'm sort of like in the corner, not in the middle, because that would put me at a lot more disadvantage. And look at how much stronger we are than this guy. We are just wiping him out. He is getting smacked around. Okay. Technically, no, we'll keep working on that tile. That's fine. So are we going for irrigation? Eventually. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more builders. But then again, you don't want to go too nuts before you get the policy. Bulawayo is very developed. He's very developed. So that's strong. We just met a city-state, Valletta. They are the ones where you can build stuff with faith. And they wanted us to construct a preserve, and we're already doing that. So I'm actually going to say, of all the city-states that we've uncovered so far, Valletta is the one that I most would like on my side. However, they're also potentially the most vulnerable to attack by the Zulu. So we do have to worry a bit for their sake. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, we can finally move our guy in here and disperse this clan. We've learned about the Voice Singers, but of course we already have picked our thing. We've unlocked a whole bunch of stuff too. Or a whole bunch of boosts, rather. So, it's good to know. Apprenticeship way over here. So not too much to worry about. Oh, hello. It's Theodora. Looking very, very fancy. Alright, my friend. The Byzantines. They were in our last game, too. Remember, they were the first person that we killed as Alexander. But here they are here, and they are probably the ones going nuts with religion, aren't they? Oh, no, it's not even them. But, yeah, there is a lot. There are suddenly tons of people going about religion. So, we might not. I mean, I think we have 4 ahead of us, right? And Arabia always gets the second to last great prophet. So, we have to beat. I mean, the number of religions allowed in the world is 7, right? Or is it 6? Well, in any case, we need to beat as many people as we can to be able to make this reality. So it does make me think. By the time that Holy Site's ready and the first thing is done, it's like it's not going to make too much of a difference, will it? All right. So what we're going to do, we might have to, I don't know, hard purchase a granary for the food for the city to grow more. I don't know. There's a lot of choices that we have to make. The amenities are low too. I don't know what that's about, so it's a little bit tense right now. Getting a religion is no means assured at this stage. All right, state workforce. That's going to be our choice. Let's put in the policy towards builders. And are we going for irrigation after that, please? So what we're going to do is we'll send the first guy straight up, right? And we'll put the second guy here, and then maybe we'll start trading. I don't know. It seems like a thing to potentially do. I do tend to have a flaw of focusing a little bit too much on the infrastructure early on, at the expense of perhaps unit preparedness. But having said that, yeah, let's go ahead and schedule another warrior for after our two settlers, or our two builders rather. Yeah, we need to be keeping up on that. I do want to buy another unit if I can. Look at that guy. Yeah, I need a warrior to be in this city. And the reason for that is 10 defense strength is just no good. It makes you vulnerable to just about anything that comes along and wants to do you harm. So we cannot allow that. Yeah, well, I also do want to, okay, we are kin. The thing is, if he settles down here, this might become our city anyway, just because of the pressure once we settle more. Look at that. Okay. That damaged our, it killed some of our population, actually. That's not a good thing at all, but it might actually, in the long run, help us out here. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough looking at that. So if this continues like that, there are 3 ahead of us, which means we'll get the 4th religion, which is fine. That will work. But still, definitely something to be tense about. Alright, so what we're going to do is we'll waste no time sending him up there. The next builder will be for our units down here, or our cities down here. Oh, look. Byzantium got that thing down there. That's why we met them, and that's why we were not able to get the goody hut. But we can form a friendship with Theodora. And also we have learned that this is not the edge of the continent. Most likely she is over there, meaning that this is not the direction we're going to be settling. It's in fact this direction. And that potentially might change a whole lot of stuff. For one thing, we got to hire a galley. We have to protect this vector over here. This city would technically be on this ocean, not that ocean, because of the way this works down here. But I still very much seek for this to be a canal. I'm starting to get more and more certain that this is actually doesn't connect to anything. But further research is going to be needed before we make that determination. Alright, we're going to try to see if we can't get our way through Zulu lands. Oh, see, he's coming. Yeah, not good. Not good. Now, we do have the ability to build walls, which we will be doing here as soon as we can. But this preserve is like the key to the city being worthwhile in any way. So we're gonna have to wait. We have to wait one more turn to be able to buy that again. I'll send him down here as an insurance policy. Like if for some reason it doesn't work out, we can always increase our defenses by just putting the warrior in there. Oh, Byzantium scout is over there. I wonder how that happened. I think it's two different scouts probably, but it's kind of crazy. I could buy that, but I don't think it's worthwhile to spend money on that. I need to spend the money on the galley to protect St. John. Alright, I must find out where this goes, even if it means sending a slinger into dangerous territory. Oh, and we have discovered Sweden. Hello, Sweden. And we have discovered Rome. Wow. Alright, what we're going to do is send delegations. I understand this might affect our ability to buy a galley next turn, but I think... Oh my god, we got turn 1 friendship with Rome. And with Sweden. Look at that. They love us. They love us so much. Okay, so let's take a look at their... Sweden has only 70 military strength. They are not very strong. Rome has only 53. They're extremely weak. They're getting smacked around by the Zulu. But then again, they do have walls, so that's good. The Zulu are at 156, which actually isn't that strong. Arabia has 306. They're a little scary. Our allies... our friends, Montezuma, 135, not that strong. And we're back here at 110. So we really need to be increasing our stuff. So let's hope that one of those two guys decides to send us a delegation so we can buy our salad works down here. That would be very nice. And we've got to continue to freak out about how this is going. Oh, she did send us a delegation. What a sweetheart. Hopefully she doesn't have an Undertale-like memory of what happened in other games and remembers that we killed her as Alexander. But no, that was a different person, different continuity. Let's hire a galley and immediately use that galley that we hired to assault that. So there we go. We have this bay open. I am very tempted now to take this and put a city there. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's keep him there now that we know that this is going to be better defended. And that is going to be it for this episode. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I'm a little worried about our religion being a little bit slow to exist, but we've made our choices. We're either going to succeed on the strength of Toronto or we are not. So that's what we've picked, and that's what we're going to have to stick with, isn't it? Alright. So anyway, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.